What did you learn, Matt? What did you learn from that match?
I found the biggest thing, and it was what's his name that pointed out to me, fucking Troy Eaton. I'm sure you know Troy Eaton, eh, Engen? You know,
Yes,
Troy
yes, yes,
Eaton.
very strong guy, yeah.
Yeah. Been pulling the same amount of time, if not longer than you, right? So, but he's very, very competitive. He's all about like fine tweaks everything in the sport, understands how the draw sheet works. Like he's a very, very technical arm wrestler. Very big on where it comes to mental preparation, everything else leading up to it. And I was just shooting the shit with him after the match, and I was like, man, like seems like something's going. Like I never used to get caught into a hook before. Like it never used to happen. My explosivity was a lot more there. I was never the second one out of the gate. I was always the first one out of the gate. And I mentioned, I'm like, fuck, like what the hell's going on? They're saying go, and all of a sudden I'm inside a hook, and I'm like, it just like I've never really been caught there so many times as I have been recently. And he actually pointed out, he's like, well, how are you training? Are you training your hits and stuff? So I can go through motions and stuff. He says, well, no, when you go up to the table, he says, and you grab on with your guys and you guys go to start going, do you go through your emotion or are you catching all the time? And I says, well, I'm like a lot stronger than everybody I'm training with. So I'm majority of my matches, I'm catching all my matches. And then I slowly work my way back. And he's like, that's your fucking problem. I says, well, how do you figure? He says, because you've created that muscle memory to every time you get up to the table. 99.9% of the time I get up to the table, I start into a negative position before I start to work my way back. And it's become more comfortable for me to do so. The only time I'm actually really going off the goal when hits is in tournament time or competition time, which is once every 4 months or 6 months, or however it works out to be. So I was like, that actually kind of makes sense. First practice I had when I came back, I went to the table and I just went through my motion first. And he said, it's not about smashing everybody in your practices to the pad. It's just about going through your movement first and then letting them get everything and then slowly working for it back. And I noticed as soon as I stepped up to the table, I did it. And the first 5-6 times I went to go through my motion, it was awkward as fuck. Like it literally fell. I was like, holy shit. It was like trying to ride a bike all over again. So I've been really concentrating on that in the last couple of weeks, ever since I pulled the order or whatever, is just getting used to being able to initiate my goals, getting used to be the first movement, going through my motions as opposed to catching and trying to work my way back from there. And I think he nailed it on the head. It could be something small, little fine tweak like that to help adjust it. But I really do believe that majority of my matches, if you look at them, I'm hitting the goal 1 out of 5-6 times, but it's not banged into my position. Like it's almost I'm there and then I'm trying to fight for it afterwards, right? So
you think it was think about like pronators, a little bit more pronators, stronger pronator in a defensive way, as a defensive block whenever he hit to not to turn, because you use your pronator mostly as offensive, right? With the goal to take the hand, not like like a block that somebody can press, but you still remain, And I will tell you something. Jordan around that weight class, maybe the best guy about hooking ability with someone like Matushenko. Around that weight class, I'm not saying that best hook. He may be one of them, but hooking ability, Ivan Matushenko, Jordan Sonev, those guys' hands and the quickness and the control of the hands and supination and a little bit forward moving and going around your arm, just like incredible. That like
it's real good finesse, right? Like there's no flaws to his initiation into setting the hook. Like he doesn't have a lot of flaws, right? And that's the thing. I actually feel I am faster than him. It's just I wasn't hitting it. I wasn't getting them, right? So it's and it's a trial, right? I could be wrong with this. I could be right with my theory of where I think I'm messing up. But it's the only way is to dissect it, hit it, go at it dead on, and kind of adjust from there, right?
Yeah. I want to ask Matt that who he like to face next, or he want to face somebody.
Well, I got a match right now with Kilochenko in August. Right now, I don't have anybody in my sights. There's nobody I really want to pull right now. There's obviously a few matches I'd like to have back. I'd love to obviously pull, what's his face again? My big brother just beat him up for me.
You're
Not Jordan.
Sandri
I just pulled
Stedis?
him at last East versus West.
Sandris?
Yeah, I'd love to have a match with Sanders again. Jordan, I'd love to pull again. I just feel once I get my shit back on track. But like as for who I want to pull next, I'm more so just right now I'm just trying to battle the demons I believe that I have with myself on the table. I want to get myself back to where I feel I should be. And then from there it's just kind of I just kind of want to get like not don't really care who the hell it is. It's more just getting myself back on par, getting back up to that elite level, back in East versus West and all those other super matches where I feel I belong. And from there, it's pretty much whoever's standing in front of me or whoever's next or whoever promoters want me to pull. I really, really don't care. I really don't care.
Are you going to compete the qualification East versus West in Canada?
Yeah, I'm going to Toronto April 8th. That's kind of going to be my little, just to kind of figure out exactly how my process is going over the next couple of months. Cause I don't want to take 6 months off and just concentrate on training something and then hit an elite person again and realize, no, I've been fucking training wrong the whole fucking time. So this is kind of going to be a little bit of a training tool for me. I've been working on some things, feeling to get my goes and my hits back. So I'm going to hit this tournament April 8th in Toronto at that Jason Constantine's putting on. I think it's going to be a sick event. So we're attending that. I'm going to hit that one and I can use that as how did I do? If I make a mistake, I still feel there's a chance where I can catch the person. I can still recover from there. But at least I'm going to be like, okay, I kind of missed that goal. I mean, fine tweak this a little bit more, a little fine tweak that. And then I'll have 2 months to prepare after that before finals in Virginia. And then from there, I can fine tweak it again before I have a match against Kilochenko and I'm competing. Hopefully,
you choose another very tough opponent with Kalnishenko. Very tough one.
Yeah. But different style than what I've been pulling lately, right?
Beating Kalnishenko will prove a lot of things if you can. Seriously, like Kalnishenko, you saw with him with Zarano, he was beating him 2-0. Zarano is really, really like elite level puller, like many time WAF world champion.